So let's start with Waymo. Is this really a turning point, this lawsuit?
I don't think the lawsuit is a turning point. I mean, the lawsuit shows that they're willing to leverage or exploit their intellectual property. Google was first in the driverless car arena. I think it's actually was Uber's emergence as a driverless car player that was the turning point for Waymo. It moved Waymo from a kind of academic orientation to an operational one. They are now on the road with SUVs and minivans in Phoenix, right? They're signing people up. They know that they have to be not just for for the data, but for their own engineers who want to see cars on the road, that they have to be out there. Google also spun off Waymo as its own independent division and put John Krafcik, the former CEO of Hyundai, in charge of it. So I think the competitive pressures were the turning point.
If they somehow manage to cripple or stall Uber's self-driving efforts, then is it a benefit to Waymo?
Well, of course, but there are a lot of players here. In fact, way too many. I think Mark Andreessen yesterday said in his presentation at the Code Conference that there were almost comically too many players out there, from Tesla to all the car companies. So, hurting Uber a little bit hurts a primary rival, but it doesn't change the fundamental dynamics, which is that Waymo has a head start. And this is many years away from happening, and we'll see how it plays out.
Talk to us about what's going on behind the scenes when it comes to talent. These engineers are incredibly in demand. They have a very specialized skill, and who gets the best engineers may, in fact, determine who ends up on top.
Well, if anything, it seems like this is all hurting the big players, right? Because there are folks like Chris Urmson, who used to run the self-driving car division at Google, striking out on their own, right? Anthony Lewandowski showed, seemingly, that there was great profit in going and creating a startup and maybe getting acquired. So Urmson left Google last year. He's got his own company. Google's probably has a deep bench. But like they certainly are losing people. Then again, earlier this year, they came out and they said that they had shrunk the cost of LiDAR, that key mapping component in driverless cars, by 90%. So clearly they keep moving the technology bar forward despite losing some engineers.